For this particular video, I'm going to show you how to create a translation project using VimSource, and I'm going also to show you how to link your translation memory and your term base to your project. For this particular video, or for this particular task, you have to go to your e-learning, where you have to download a source text that I asked you earlier to translate, which is under this section, the terminology management section. This is the contract that I want you guys to translate. So you click on this link to get a version of the contract. After you download it, just save it on the desktop. You can save it as job 1, for example. And then you go back to your VimSource. So to create a project, you click on create new, and then you select project. You give your project a name, which is contract, let's say, and your source language is English without any other things, without any other locales, I mean. And then you have to select the language, or the target language, which is Arabic in our case. Okay. And you have to select nothing for the machine translation, so you disable the machine translation option here. And then you click on create. As you can see, we have an empty project. We have no jobs in it. So to add a job to this project, you click on new. It asks you for the file that you want to translate. You go to your desktop and we name it as job 1. We select the file, it loads it, and it knows the target language is Arabic. And we click create. The system now divides the source text into segments. As you know, we have to link our translation memory that we have already created and our term base that we also created in a previous task to this project. So I hit select. It shows me the translation memories that I have, and I select the one that's named contract, and I click on save. Then I have one translation memory in this project. I don't have any term bases, so I select the term base that I want to use for this project, is contract also, and then save. Now I have a project. As you can see, the source language is English, the target language is Arabic, the machine translation option is disabled, and the name is contract. I have one job that has 0 confirmed segments, and I also link it to translation memory and the term base. To start translating the source text, you click on the job file. It takes a few seconds to give you this screen, which has the segments of the source text. To start translating, you have to put the cursor in the first empty segment, which is the target language segment. And as you can see here, we have suggestions from the translation memory. I already have this segment translated and stored in my translation memory. So just to use this translation, I just click on the translation, or double click on the translation. It just moves the suggested translation to the segment that I'm trying to translate. You can also notice here that it gives me suggestions from the translation from the term base. I have 2 terms stored in the term base that match the 2 terms that are in our segment. I continue, and then article 1 I just translate it as المادة الأولى أو المادة 1, and then I confirm this. To confirm your segment, you have to hit Shift and Enter, and the X turns to a green confirmed mark here. Okay, same thing with the second one. Okay, if you move to this segment, you can notice that this segment also has 3 terms that are also stored in your term base, and the suggestions are here. You can also notice that you have a segment that matches the segment that you're trying to translate. The segment is available in your translation memory. If you click on the segment and you go down, you'd be able to see the difference between the segment that you're trying to translate and the segment that is stored in your translation memory. So let's see. Here's the segment that I'm trying to translate, and this is the segment that is stored. Double click on the segment. I would say the second party is so and so, but I have the first party. As you can see here, the difference is with these two terms. So I changed the first party and make it as الطرف الثاني. I also have to change building to resort. So الوحدات الأخرى داخل المبنى. I turn it to داخل المنتجع. So as you can see, I only changed 2 words to produce a good translation for this segment, and the translation memory provided me with 89% of the segment from the translation memory. If you move also to the 5th segment, you would notice that almost half of the segment is available in my term base. So I have the first party, acknowledges, and the sold unit, and I also have state rights. They are also found in the term base, and the term base provides me with the suggestions. So this would help you keep consistency within the translation project. It also helps translators save their time and effort.